Special good evening and welcome to coverage of the Panenka Football League from the Oasis Kendall Christchurch. You join us in coverage of the semi-final Jinga FC versus Edmunda. I'm able to be joined by Chris Cobley to my right.
Hello, hello.
Sitting in the co-commentator's chair. Good evening to you, Chris. Good evening to our viewers.
Good evening, good evening. There's a big match feel here, and I feel like the action is going to be fast and direct, just with that shot there. The people that in the party stand might be at risk there, but it's a hot start to this game. Jinga versus Edmunda.
In terms of the format, 15 minutes a half, 6 aside. In terms of the starters, we're playing rolling subs. There's no offside. And for the last 3 minutes of every half, there's a rule switch up. In this first half, you're going to see a scrimmage, which they will use 2 cans either side of the field. 3 versus 3, no goalkeepers. You hit the drum for any angle to score. And also in terms of the open play, the chance here at the back post and the attacker arriving just misses. In terms of from open play as well, there is a tally of 3 corners. So if the ball goes out for a corner, if they don't take a corner, they restart with a goal kick. And if you count 3, there's a Yankee-style penalty where the attacker has a start from the halfway line and 10 seconds to shoot against the advancing goalkeeper. Jinga playing in the blue, and Munda playing in the white.
Yeah, and I would say going into this game, a lot of people would have pegged Edmunda to be the favorites for this tournament. They have some big names from the Prem here. But as it stands, the score is 0-0. But there's been some high-scoring goals. That was almost the difference, but it skied over from about 3 yards out. But to be fair, the ball did come at him like a rocket.
In terms of restarts as well from the touchline, they're playing kickings. Ball into the box, intercepted. Slightly behind the familiar Sharon Hoyt. Quick restart from Kaka, Mario Small. So that's a keen game so far, Chris.
Yeah, there's been 1 or 2 occasions that Edmunda have almost snuck their way through, but nothing doing yet. The referee allowing the play to continue. Raymar Walters on the ball here, trying to find a pass, but it gets cut out. And sorry to cut you off there, calling, but they finally cleared the danger, and there's some room here to shoot, but it looks like that's the first corner going over to Jinga in the blue.
You're correct, Chris. In terms of the restarts, yeah, we did mention kickings, but also the ball has to be below the height of the waist, or else possession goes to the other team. And you cannot score directly from the kick-in. Another player has to touch the ball.
I see in the chat, someone says that Nick Worm has Edmunda coming out on top here. As it stands, there's nothing doing, but before these semifinals were played, there were 4 quarterfinal matches. There were some high-scoring games. This is a bit of a change, but you can tell that both teams are taking this as seriously as humanly possible.
Over the skill. Jonas had a chance here at the back post. Shot is almost squeezes through the leg of the goalkeeper, who does well to recover.
Yeah, well, say if they're in this small fielded formats, the goalkeepers will have arguably the most work to do. Some space opens up, but it immediately closes back shut.
What I like about this format, you see the difference in terms of what a shot there and save. Shot coming in from Naji Holder. It was cut short there. I was talking about the corner this time for Edmunda. One apiece. The way in which the players control the ball, not usually you get the conventional style, you get a more foot style type, where the players don't try to kill the ball dead. Trying to keep the ball moving as much as possible.
Yeah, and speaking of which, they'll have to move it faster than that to clear the danger. But it's squared back and it's top corner. That's the opening goal going over to Edmunda FC in this semi-final.
The 6 minute. Fastest replay I've ever seen built.
Yeah.
The left-footed finish. Keeper had no chance, really.
Yeah, you know, it's zero chance. The goals, well, the field might be small, but the goals are certainly not. But that was an excellent shot to find the top corner there.
You've seen Jinga try to play up front and back on a couple of occasions, and they've struggled to do so. And on that occasion, Edmunda capitalizing on that occasion. Attempt there coming in on goal. Moments ago, there were appeals for a handball. Sometimes the players see things that the referees don't need to call because it didn't happen.
Yeah, the keeper was also rooted to the spot there. Jonathan James, I believe that is, in goal, well-known goalkeeping coach here. And he's had a pretty good tournament so far. His team just won a free kick there.
Safe to say he was beaten.
Safe to say, yeah. If you have decent placement with these goals, I think it should find the back of the net. That was a nice little play there from Edmunda once again. I think they've definitely had the better of the chances so far.
With a shot, just a Cajun to the protective fencing. Have some range here. Still have a decent crowd. So it's a bit nippy. You're wearing your jacket though, so you you should be fine.
Yes, and your tracksuit full on, but here comes Jinga with the turn and the shot in its bottom left corner, just like that. It's 1-1 out of nowhere, you have to say, Kwame.
So two very clinical finishes, just about 3 minutes apart. This time for Sharon Hoyt beating Joshua James, dive into his right. So you see the replay as the game continues here with Jinga on the counter-attack. The attempted 1-2, and the poke, what a save by James.
Wow.
Hitting low to his left. Really was a snapshot, toe poke. Combination of all. Game playing virtually end to end at the moment.
But this is what we all want to see, some end-to-end action here. But as soon as it's broken up, it's launched upfield once again, and that's the type of action that we've come to expect from the Panenka League so far.
Nowhere breaks as well. As soon as the ball goes out of touch, someone has another ball in to throw back in.
Mm-hmm.
Shot coming in, blocked. Keeper's off his line. Second block there. I'm going to put in pressure on Jinga. Play back to the defense. Shot. Didn't fit the defender and went on to play another corner by Maitali. 2 corners to Edmunda. And another corner will result and a penalty.
Yeah, but both these teams have to keep that in the back of their minds before it comes back to bite them. As we see, Jinga had one more long shot there, but none of them really testing the keeper so far, I have to say, Kwame.
And once the penalty is taken, the count goes back to 0-0. Sorry, goes back to 0 in terms of the attacking team that won the penalty by virtue of collection of corners. Correction. White right in front of us. Edmunda, chance to get a shot off and keeper forced to make another great save. They focus on getting players forward here now for this attack. It's a solo effort. And the second bite at the cherry. And inches wide.
Yeah, Siobhan Hoy trying to find some space for himself. Went alone twice. 2 bites at the cherry, but still nothing doing there.
Chance here! And this time, converted. 2-1 the score to Edmunda. As Jinga, who had opened the scoring, has now fallen behind in this fixture, Chris. Another clinical finish.
Yep, and that's what they've been doing this whole tournament. Kwame, they're a very clinical team. When they get a chance, they are very likely to score. And they're on the attack once again.
The goalkeeper has been very busy. The team in blue. One in the midfield, switched wide. Another shot in.
Well
saved by James. And we've reached the 12-minute mark, so we have the switch up. It's a scrimmage. So 3 versus 3. 2 cans. And you can hit the drum from any angle. There's no corner rule in this scenario.
Well, I'll tell you, Kwame, back in the group stage, my team, despite all odds, fell victim to this format several times. I think it was our most played format. With me out the goal, you know, I think my team's a little bit worse, but that's just me talking, right? But now there's an extra emphasis on the outfield players here, probably sending their best 3 on either side to see if this is going to be a power play all of sorts, or will they be able to keep each other away from their cans?
In addition, there's no traditional kickoff. The referee tosses the ball in the air for the 2 attackers to challenge for it. Also heard on the sidelines, in some cases, the teams use this as a chance to rest their best players. The scrimmage format.
Yeah.
St. Hill, another familiar face, plays for Allerton. The can be heavily guarded.
Yes.
And the ball goes out of touch. So regular restart. As we mentioned, no corners in this scenario.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's not much stopping any team from just shielding the can with all 3 members. Maybe if you're hidden the lead and you want to defend it, maybe that's the option that you would take. But Edmunda taking their time here, not showing much urgency, but obviously in this format, if you lose the ball, it's almost certainly going to find your team's can.
Naji Holder. Skillful lob. Find the teammate of his to his left. I think, too, you can see the pace of the game has considerably slow down, and just about 3 minutes to really balance out things. They have the lead, so no real urgency, just keeping possession.
Yeah. And, well, Edmunda, they do have the lead. That was an opportunity for them there. It was their first real opportunity since the rule change occurred. But now they've given the ball straight back to Jinga, who almost just gave it straight back in turn.
Team in blue trying to find space, that opening to create the shot.
But they've got that can well guarded there. Kwame, case in point, pinballing between a couple white shirts, but it's not clear yet, and it's saved again by the, I have to say, the impromptu goalkeeper.
The pinball was tricky too because it hit Sachin Cox and ricocheted. It almost went through the legs of the defender. There's a chance here on the other end. Shot blocked by Phillips.
Well, it's starting to look like what will it take for someone to hit it at the can here. But it won't come this half, as the referee Newsom has signaled for halftime, and at the half, the score reads Edmunda 2, Jinga FC 1.
So a quick turnaround. So slight correction. Edmunda opened the scoring. And Jinga equalized. Then Edmunda went back in front.
Yeah, and if you went for a bathroom break, we apologize. You probably didn't have time for it because the action here is fast and furious. Truly, as we're about to get the second half underway here. Jinga will be looking for a fast response, I'm sure, being 1 goal down.
So other things to mention, there's a roof rule. If the ball hits the roof, player stops. Last team to touch it loses possession. Goal kick to the other team. And in terms of the rule switch up for this, second 15, it's pure bacchanal. So when they reach the 12-minute mark, get the signal from referee Jermaine Newsom. Jinga FC in the blue, Edmunda in the white. Jinga in search of an equalizer, floating the ball at the back post, collected by James, distributed quickly. Shot comes in low to the left.
Yeah, that looked like a wonderful save.
It's a Yankee style penalty kick for the team in white.
Yeah.
Edmunda with a chance to double their lead. I'll let you call this one, Chris.
Well, this is what we've all been waiting for here. Although it's a new half, the corners don't get reset as the 1v1 starts, and he opts for the early shot, and it goes just wide. Got to do better with these situations, but let's see if that miss comes back to bite them here, Kwame.
You have 10 seconds to get the business done. Ball on the right-hand side. St. Hill under significant pressure by two defenders. On Clark. The transition may have been nudged there, and I think the referee tried to play the advantage. Calls back the play now.
Yeah, and I did mention I thought Jinga needed to make a strong start to this half, being 1 goal down, but they've not really gotten out of their own half so far. Edmunda looking all over this free kick. There's been a few free kicks scored this tournament so far. Can count them on one hand, but Sachin Cox lines it up and it hits the wall. And that, my friends, is why free kicks in this format are so difficult to pull off.
So that's one corner to Edmunda as the recount has started. You're watching semi-final action of the Panenka Football League on the YouTube stream, the Panenka Football League. In terms of the social media handles, find the Oasis and the Panenka Football League. We encourage you to subscribe to those. Jinga 1, Edmunda 2. Current score. Edmunda in possession. There's a chance here. Lovely skill, lovely finish. The approval of his teammates even before the ball went into the back of the net. The skill alone. He wanted to run onto the field, Chris.
And that's what this tournament can do. In the blink of an eye, you got some fancy footwork there. And a wonderful finish to extend Edmunda's lead. But as soon as I'm complimenting that finish, play has restarted. Jinga has launched it over the top, not for the first time this game.
It's fast-paced action. Replays and live feed synchronized. Great viewing. Mario Small on the ball, switches it wide. The flick on is unsuccessful. Then they give the ball back to the team in white. It's Edmunda keeping possession. They now have doubled their lead. Looking for a fourth. Lovely skill. And he's muscled off the ball there quite easily. Another shot, another goal. He went inside and he saw the dummy. I think the player was looking for a pass, really, and he delayed it. Then he took the shot. The keeper really had no chance there, Chris. You as a goalkeeper will be able to describe this one.
Yeah, he might have been near-sighted by his defenders who didn't get the block, and it ended up being an easy finish here in the end, or he simply made it look easy, Kwame. And with that, it's looking like Edmunda are starting to run away with it.
Well described. A snapshot coming in there. Edmunda in white on his left-hand side. Let's be sighting. Kicking to restart. One against two there.
Yeah, and at this point, if Jinga don't score now, I see no way for them back in this contest.
Veers one. Shot this time straight at the keeper. But his hands up pretty quickly. Forced to defend again is Jinga. Another shot. This time the attacker leaning back. Not getting the correct technique needed to hit the target.
If you're a Jinga fan here, I think the alarm bells might be starting to go off, because Edmunda, now that they're up, look like they're playing a bit more comfortably. But that's a nice little 1-2 there from Jinga, but it gets cut out. Sachin Cox is on the ball again, trying to find his man at back post, and eventually gets there. A launch over the top again. We've been seeing that a bunch this game, Kwame.
Yeah, another example there of the attacker leaning back. The surface is a little slippery as well, which adds to the difficulty. Player basically begged for the free kick there, successful. Oh, lovely piece of skill there. Pass the keeper, open goal, and into the side.
Looks like
it's a corner.
Yeah, it looks like the referee signaled for a corner. I believe that's Edmunda's second now.
Ball loose in the midfield. There's Raymond Walters recovers. For Edmunda. So Edmunda now showing their trickery, showing their skills on the ball.
And in turn, Jinga's showing their frustration a bit. That's a wonderful ball. It just needed a bit of a touch, but the touch was not found. And now Jinga are looking to restart the play quickly.
Lovely push and pull there. Left hand side is Edmunda. Ball back with the defense. In the middle is Hoyt. Spreads it to Marcos in Hill. Back to Hoyt. Stalled by 2. Jinga still in possession. So ample time to get goals here.
For sure, but not like that. As it just goes harmlessly behind. No corner, no nothing.
Go off the outside of the right boot.
Oh, there was a chance that that ball was handled outside the box. The referee says nothing doing. And on the other side, goalkeeper James makes it look easy. Pitching marbles towards him.
Yeah, that's a good one. But in terms of the rules for pure bacchanal, there's one called Scud, where you can score. If you score from within your half, there's a chance here for Jinga. The ball played in, lovely one-touch football played across the face of goal. The attacker arriving just to tap it home. And now Jinga have a second. And the lead is cut by 2. But what I was going to tell you, Chris, with if you score a Scud, which is a goal from inside your half, it registers as 2.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Jinga would need now, being 2 goals down, but there's still plenty of time. So if they keep their heads up, I'm sure they can find the goals, as they certainly just caught Edmunda asleep at the wheel a bit there.
Shot coming in and hits the frame of the goal at the side. It's Nadia, the only female on showcase, getting a lot of plaudits from the crowd. A lot of applause for heading the ball. There's Hoyt. The Jinga, the shot comes in, hits the crossbar.
And it's in.
He's giving us a goal.
Wow. What a wonderful finish that was from Siobhan Hoyt. Rifling off of the crossbar. Let's watch this replay here. Cuts inside, has a bit of a look, and just lets it fly. And just like that, it's a one-goal game again, Kwame.
He needs VAR when Newsom has a pair of eyes like that. Gerard under pressure. Edmunda keeps possession.
Well, let's see how Edmunda respond here. They just conceded 2 relatively quick goals. That's wonderful back post finish there. And that's exactly what Edmunda needed.
That's the response.
Yeah.
That's right on time. You just asked what the response would be, and they just scored.
Yeah.
CD even having to slide there against the tarmac just to get his foot on the end of that one. And just like that, Jinga, who are getting back into the game, now have to look for 2 goals again. Another shot here this time, and the keeper forced to make a low save to his right. That's James. That's a corner. So,
as you might have just heard, yeah. If you heard my commentary partner and also the announcer,
Justin Brown, the announcer. Describing the playing conditions. Pure bacchanal, Chris. Salads plus loafing, scud, all active at once. So salads, clean nutmeg. The player sent off for rest of the switch up. Team plays sharp for remainder of the 3 minutes. Must retain possession after nutmeg. Goalkeeper can be salad even if from a shot leading to a goal. Ref decides it's valid.
Yep, and I think this is just what Jinga would need to come back here in this game. It could have been a one-goal game if not for that excellent response from Edmunda there. But it's going to be interesting to see how both of these teams have approached this.
So in terms of loafing, as I say, 2 players per team stay in the opponent's half. Cannot enter own half. If they do, Yankee penalty to the opposition. At kickoff, they stand on the halfway line but still in opponent's half. Chance here for Jinga. Just over the crossbar, just to finish the conditions. 1 red card. Only 1 loafer required. 2 red cards. Rule does not apply. And of course, with the scud, goal from your own half equals 2 goals. Pure bacchanal, salads plus loafing, scud at all at once. Hope I did that justice. There's a lot to squeeze in. Jinga 3, Edmunda 5. Edmunda in possession. Shot loading. Just wide.
Yeah, the keeper had it covered. Seam was confident that it was going wide, and he's launched it to the opponent's half, but not to any teammate as yet. But it's still his team's ball. 2 goals down. Jinga need this next goal.
Jinga in blue. St. Hill. Played to his right. Low and cleared off the line by Yard.
Wow. And that. There's some debate going on, but in the end, the referee has signaled for the 3rd corner going over to Jinga FC. Siobhan Hoyt is standing over it. Off to the first time shot, and it's brilliantly saved by James in goal. And that's a wonderful cushion for his team now. That was a big chance for Jinga. That's just gone up begging.
Yeah, big moment in the game. In the dying seconds, Newsom evades. Edmunda chance to finish it off completely and just wide again. Have the 2-goal cushion, but
Yeah.
3 goals will definitely put it to bed. We still have to score 2 goals, but the other chances are piling up on both ends.
Yeah.
Edmunda again, 2 against 1. The keeper unable to stop this one from going in. Sachin Cox celebrates. And just like that, after closely after missing the penalty, we got 90 seconds afterwards.
Well, just like that, I was going to say that they passed it into the back of the net, but I don't think the cameras caught that. But now Jinga have also responded in kind while we cut to the replay.
So it became 4-6 just like that. Then another shot was taken from the kickoff, which resulted in a save, which now will result in a penalty to Edmunda.
There's a lot of action to keep track of here as the boos are ringing out here as I think that Siobhan Hoyt is telling the referee that they're not following the rules. That's well saved there to keep his team in the game. I think that Siobhan Hoyt was trying to cheat the system there a bit, but his team has the ball.
They get in possession. They need to go quickly to create any late scares. Repel. Possession retrieve. It ain't a lovely piece of skill. They tuck it home.
Well, there's certainly not much time left. Kwame, do you think they can pull it off? The score is 6-5.
Suppose they score a scud now and double.
Oh, picture that. That would be something. Edmunda's been in front for the entirety of this match.
I think we deserve a scud for Jinga. Keeper having to throw himself in there. We rent the shot for coming in. Edmunda still in possession. Jinga struggling to get the ball clear. There's a block coming in, and the final whistle of the first semi-final action-packed critical bleed. Jinga not being able to contain Edmunda, and the final score, Jinga FC 5 and Edmunda 6.
Wow.
Penalty?
Yeah, the men had 3 penalties and then had missed off.
Really and truly, after the penalty was saved, I didn't think they had much time left on the clock, really.
Yeah.
But they made it a game right down to the end.
Oh yeah, for sure. If that, but with those missed penalties, I think it really emphasizes the importance of the goalkeepers here. I think they both had excellent games, but only one could go through. So congratulations to Edmunda FC for being the first team to book their place in the PFL prelim finals.
guys. This is for a play semi-final against Edmunda. Can you send the balls over this way so we can get started?
Welcome back to the Oasis as we join you for the second semi-final in the Panenka Football League. Ably joined again by Chris Cobley, sitting to my right as we get ready for this contest, which features No Mercy FC and Oasis Bullies. Good evening to you, Chris.
Good evening to you as well. Comment, that was an entertaining first game. Came down to the wire there with Edmunda coming out the 6-5 victors, and they are now awaiting to see who they will face in the PFL prelim finals.
You have the tip-off. Ball goes no touch. We'll have started this evening's proceedings with the quarterfinals. Nexus and Chill versus Jinga. Jinga won that game by a scoreline of 4-3. Then Edmunda played against Top Shotters. Edmunda victorious by a scoreline of 5-3. In the next game, despite all odds, 4, No Mercy 10, and S&S Construction versus Oasis Bullies. Oasis Bullies victorious by 8-3.
Yeah, and that game did start slow, but you could tell that it exploded with the second half goals. So it will be interesting to see if this match here will follow a similar pacing. And I think so far that might be proving to be the case.
Oasis Bullies playing in the blue. No Mercy playing in the red. Follow us at Find the Oasis and also the Panenka Football League on Instagram. And feel free to share the feed if you're watching on the YouTube channel, the Panenka Football League.
Yep, and if you're in the stream chat, we are reading it. So if you see something you like, or you want to cuss out the commentators, then by all means, we are reading it. But that was almost a wonderful move there from Oasis Bullies, but they were stopped in their tracks by some decent goalkeeping. I think the goalkeepers tonight have been excellent, Kwame.
I agree with you. It was an excellent reflex action save. A shot there, Panenka, who's really brought the crowd to life in the opening games with his dexterity and skill. Premier League player has signed a professional contract in Jamaica. Lovely skill there from Daquan Addison, but not able to finish it off with a shot.
Almost danced his way hit into the back of the net there. Adamson, he's been lighting it up in the BFA Premier League as well. So, as well as a large number of the players on show tonight, which is wonderful to see. But at the stance, there's still no goals in this contest.
Leacock. Lovely ball. Chance. Good foot save. Second save really in a matter of a couple minutes. Both reflex save first, and he's been in a good position to do so.
Yeah, the keeper turned his head, maybe expecting the worst, expecting the ball to come in him like a gunshot, but they won the attack again there. But that's a well-timed tackle coming in to fault the attack once again.
5 minutes of action completed. No Mercy FC 0. Oasis Bullies 0. No Mercy's keeper has been tested on at least 2 occasions. Shot coming in there. Wide. Plenty of goals here in Kendall. Addison trying to evade to dispossess. There's a chance here for No Mercy as they get the ball towards the goal line. The defender not being sold on the attempted nutmeg. Transition. Ball to the right. He caught. He delayed the shot. Another shot comes in from Addison. Just wide of the far post. But the teammates of Leacock frustrated that he didn't take the shot when it presented itself, the opportunity.
Yeah. But that's a free kick to No Mercy FC. Thank you for the kind words in chat. Bosley Lum. I definitely pronounced that wrong, so I'm gonna call you Voss. Thank you so much. And hopefully we're rewarded with some goals here soon, but you can tell, just as with the first semi-final, that both teams just feeling themselves out, getting a rhythm. I thought that snuck through the keeper's arms for just a second, but that was a wonderful attempt at goal. Oasis. But as the ball goes out of play once again, I would say that Oasis Bullies seem to be the more likely of these two teams to score so far, Colin.
Ball goes out of touch. They look sharper. They've tested the keeper as Romani Leacock. Lovely skill again. Represents Waterhouse in the Jamaica Premier League.
There's some nice footwork there, but it's not nice enough. And here come No Mercy FC. The shot gets launched, but it's off the mark. Might have not seen a teammate back post, but I don't think that's a corner. Just a reminder to our viewers, if you're just joining us, that if you concede 3 corners, the opposing team will be awarded with a Yankee penalty. I haven't seen any team so far tonight really playing for that yet, though, but as I say that, that's the first one conceded.
Getting the notification from Justin Brown. In terms of the rule switch up, they're going to stick with the 2 from the first game. In terms of in the first 15 minutes, after the first 12, the scrimmage will be introduced. The 3 versus 3, no goalkeepers and a can. Comes No Mercy. Dribble takes him away from goal on the angle. Top of the box. Well defended by Oasis Bullies. Goal kick awarded by referee Q Howard.
Yes, still no clear-cut chance, really. We thought it might have come from a mistake. We thought, but that's a wonderful slap shot finish to put Oasis Bullies in the lead. And that came out of nowhere, Kwame.
This is about the second or third time you've done that for the broadcast. As soon as you say something is happening, it happens.
And maybe I need to keep willing it into existence, but you can see that what fantastic placement also there. The keeper stood no chance, and No Mercy just launched one from halfway for the swiftest response possible, but it's wide of the mark.
Here's Addison in possession for the Oasis Bullies. And I must also note that the Oasis Bullies took down the S&S Construction FC, which were deemed as one of their favorites.
Yeah.
They did so quite easily.
But I think that's part of what makes this league special. I think anyone can beat anyone, and there's so much talent on all of these teams. Really don't know who's gonna come out on top here. And as we have No Mercy winning a free kick in the opposition's half.
Must also say kudos to the players too for adapting to the rule changes. Really is a lot to remember.
Yeah. I've been informed, thanks to the chat, there's only been 2 free kicks scored this competition, but that's well worked free kick. I think that's what we need to see more of from these free kicks. Truly.
You did it again.
I did it again, didn't I? Oh man. But yeah, and just like that, with 1 goal apiece, I think Oasis Bullies weren't expecting them to pass the ball. They were maybe expecting the shot, but it's now 1 goal apiece. Yeah.
Oasis Bullies in possession. Omane Leacock. There's a definite chance here. Good defending. Allison still has it. Spreads it wide. Dispossessed. He was trying to take on the player on the touchline. But he done so. I bet you the crowd would have gone wild there if he gotten past that defender. No Mercy won. Oasis Bullies won a shot here at the far post. And after coming from 1 behind, No Mercy has 2. Just like that.
And it's another wonderful finish. It's been some excellent finishing tonight, but look at that. Power and placement, bottom left corner, keeper stood no chance. And they have a chance again, and it's in off of the crossbar. And I have to say, Oasis Bullies seem shell-shocked. Let's just watch this again, because I admit that I missed that. That's a wonderful assist there. Well, I mean, double assist there. And now, after being 1 goal down, No Mercy FC have found themselves firmly in the driver's seat in this semi-final.
Those goals scored moments apart. I don't even think it was 60 seconds. It happened that quickly. My Leacock was caught in possession on that occasion. There's a chance here. No! And he shoots for the goal, but almost touches the heavens.
And I think Oasis Bullies, the way that this game started, they were definitely the team on top, and in these last 2 to 3 minutes, that's all fallen apart. And that's a foul called from the referee there, and time is stopped. Yeah, the point that I was going to make before the free kick goal, 2 goals a goal, is someone in the chat has notified me that there's been 2 free kick goals scored this tournament from direct free kicks, which is surprising to me, considering that I scored 1 of them as a goalkeeper. So that's an interesting stat there. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
So the rules switch up. The scrimmage for the last 3 minutes of this half.
Yeah.
And those 2 goals were scored so quickly, Chris, that they didn't have a chance to change it to
No.
2, and then
No.
it was a third.
We had to skip a number there. But yeah, Duke of Bimshire here in chat saying no mercy at all. That's very true. I thought they might have gotten one more there, but I've just realized that with the rule change, the 3v3 cans, one of the outfielders for Oasis Bullies is the goalkeeper.
And he's still wearing the gloves.
And he's still wearing the gloves. I think this is the first time that for this tournament that I've seen that personally.
I think it's the first time in my life I've seen that. Basically, got. Anderson. Trying to find Lee got intercepted. Anderson runs towards the can to protect it. Well, there's still 15 minutes to play after. So ample time for the Oasis Bullies to get back into this game. Goal kick. The kick in from the side. Anderson sprinting down the side, trying to create a 1v1 situation. Defender does well. Takes a shot. The goalkeeper's in the way. 2 versus 1 briefly. And the defender was on the can, in prime position to prevent O'Malley caught from shooting. And I think he forgot that they're playing with the can, and
Yeah.
that effort really would have been necessary for the bigger bars.
Yeah, and even so, it still missed the bigger bars, sadly. But with that, it's halftime. No mercy. Showing no mercy. And they're firmly in the lead in this semi-final contest. This is fun, though.
Yeah. Bit turnaround.
Yeah. There was some goals in the group stage that you missed. That was insane. Huh? What they 2 men scored on me from the halfway line almost all up the like bar top corner, both of them. Yeah.
You're backing out again.
Mike's not on. Okay, about.
Six restored. The Bullies in need of 2 goals. No mercy. Just have to keep possession. Create opportunities of their own to keep themselves in front. And in terms of the rule switch up, they're going to play the pure bacchanal again. There's a teammate right again with the shot, and the keeper making a little save using his right boot.
Yeah, that was well saved there. We have a small break in play here. Also to note, if you joined us for the first match, the switch-up rules will be the same for this semi-final for fairness. So it's soon to be pure bacchanal.
The back post, and just opening up there to try to find the near post.
And
He has the name Lopi on his back. He has a lot of skill too.
yeah, Oasis Bullies needed that to go in though. Their chances so far have been few and far between, but that was certainly one of them.
No mercy lifted at the back post. The effort coming in, and the goalkeeper watches it go by. No offsides. The player there ducked intentionally. Goal kick signal. 15 minutes and a half. Playing rolling subs. Manny Leacock. Rather low P rather. Adamson. Good covering. And free kick awarded to the Oasis Bullies.
And we've already seen one free kick goal this match, and it was well worked, opting to pass it first from a similar position. Let's see what Oasis Bullies do with it. They opted for the curler. It's just past the left post.
The wall didn't move, the keeper didn't move, but it wasn't that far wide. They left for the effort from Adamson.
Yeah, we're just watching the replay here. You see it's just past that post, but nothing really troubling the keeper.
Well, the wall did move, but I meant the player furthest to the
Yeah,
left.
no, yeah.
The guy in the middle, he jumped and created separation.
Yeah.
Had the ball going straight. It could have found that space in between.
Yeah.
Floated at the back post and arriving. The header was Adamson, not getting a clear connection.
Yeah.
Delightful ball. No mercy in transition.
Yeah.
Kicking in favor of the team in red.
I think the next goal is going to be very important for the complexion of this game. If No Mercy can find it here, they opt for the shot. It's just over the bar. If No Mercy were to find it, you have to think that that's game, set, and match. But if the Oasis Bullies can find it, then the next 10 minutes will be very, very interesting.
So the shots are coming in from both teams. Clearly, Oasis know what needs to be done. And on the other end, No Mercy wants to put the game to bed. Here they come down this right-hand side. Talking versus two defenders. Loses possession. Coming with it with Adamson. Adamson tucks it in and unable to get the shot off was Low P. They still have possession. Leacock. That'd be skilled. The nutmeg and the shot comes in. Well saved.
They're very fortunate that the Salads rule wasn't in effect there, but a lovely, as simple as you like, a lovely salads there. But that doesn't count for a finish.
Yeah, I think that's going to make the highlight reel, though.
Yeah, but right now to stay alive, a finish is what the Oasis Bullies would need.
Paid back to the keeper. Spreads it right. Willing out front of back. Then the long ball. Little nudge from the keeper.
Yeah.
Moves the attacker out of his sight. Goal kick. 21 minutes completed. Out of a possible 30. No Mercy 3. Oasis Bullies 1. Adamson trying to put the ball into the foot of Leacock.
Adamson definitely looking like the engine of all of his team here. He's been trying to put it on a
on a platter for his teammates. Nothing really coming as yet as that shot from No Mercy goes well wide in the end, but that was certainly a chance.
Yeah, he was urged to shoot there with no pressure, really. Good defending by No Mercy. 2 against 4, really. We have players back behind the ball. Nice pass and move football. The left footed effort is blocked. And the keeper had dived, recognizing that the shot was coming in. That will be recorded as a corner. Lovely turn by Leacock. And Lopi got the control on the shot off. He had to hurry it and unable to hit the target.
Oasis Bullies, they've been in front of the goal about 3 times this half, and they've beaten the last man, but they wasted their chance each time. There's No Mercy. That would have been a difficult finish to pull off, but it goes just past the right post. But as soon as I say that, Oasis Bullies are back in front of the goal, and they finally found the finish that they've been looking for the past several minutes there. Disgusting finish there with the back heel. Let's take a look at the replay.
Look at the touch from Leacock. The turn went past his defender as if he didn't exist. Slides the ball in, and Lopi really nonchalant finish. Made it look easy. Co-commentator and the technical staff having a good laugh. No Mercy 3, Oasis Bullies 2. Now the score. The foul committed. And the yellow card being shown. I think this is the... Well, I've seen the yellows distributed in the earlier games. But the first for the semifinals.
Yeah, as there's a bit of a standoff here. So we have a no tolerance for violence policy, but obviously in a setting such as this, things are bound to get heated occasionally. But the only thing that's really done is that put his team in the referee's book once again. Shot gets launched, smashes against a No Mercy player's head. Well, hopefully they're not concussed from that one.
That's a goal kick. If the rule enforced, once the ball hits the roof, goes to the opposing team. And they were to bring the ball under control was Adamson.
Yeah. And I did say earlier that the next goal would be an important one for the look of this game. And it's gone the way of the Oasis Bullies, and suddenly it's a 1-goal game. And with 5 minutes left on the clock, be interesting to see how this game finishes.
So drop ball to restart. Played long to safety. Distributed to Adamson. In the middle is Leacock. Evades the challenge with a dummy. Opens up the play, not the back post, and not getting a clean connection to force the clearance. But that dummy, another example of the awareness of Leacock.
Yeah, I thought we were about to see a similar finish there, but in the end, the ball could have gone anywhere, but it's not found the back of the net.
Yeah, it really set itself up similarly to the finish earlier, Chris. There's a kicking. You have to ensure that the ball does not go above waist height. And
Yeah.
possession now will go the opposite way to the Bullies.
Yep, that's one of the rules here in place. When the play gets restarted from the side, the ball can't go above waist height. And they've rectified the mistake there. And they still have the ball here. Oasis Bullies! It's well saved from bottom right. The danger still slipped on clear, but that's a sliding challenge, and that's against the rules. It'll be interesting to see what the referee calls here. We have the replay here in real time. It did look like teams from, well, players from opposite teams went to ground, but now that we're looking back, the No Mercy player has absolutely gone through the back of his man, and the referee has rewarded Oasis Bullies with a Yankee penalty.
And a chance to equalize. Ladies and gentlemen.
The Jazz Shepherd here in the chat, dropping some ones for us. Thank you very, very much. And hopefully, if you're an Oasis Bullies fans, they will be able to drop one here to tie up this semi-final encounter.
Looks like Omani Leacock with the take. 10 seconds to execute. Leacock off the inside of the post and in to find the equalizer. We have a game on here, Chris. I know the pure bacchanal rule switch-up will be implemented.
Well, after going 2 goals up, I thought that No Mercy were going to run away with it. But that's a lovely finish off the post to tie up the game. I'm sure that the team that has already booked their place, Edmunda FC, are watching on keenly as pure bacchanal has returned to Panenka. Salads, loafing, and scud would be in effect here. And also, if the score were to remain tied at the end of our 15-minute half, we will play last goal wins.
Wouldn't that be something? Edmunda booked their ticket to the final. A 6-5 win over Jinga FC. Last goal wins the scenario.
I think Justin just signaled that it doesn't matter that it's well. Oh, I see. I think that we're about to hit the 30 minutes now. So it's last goal wins regardless here. Only about 45 seconds left on the clock. But yes, it's certainly the last goal wins no matter what. Thank you, Justin.
Under pressure is Adamson. You can see the tempo of the game has switched. No Mercy pressing with their life. No real space.
Well, as that goes out, I believe that was a salads there, and under the pure bacchanal rules, the player who was salad is supposed to leave the field of play.
Did the attacker get back possession of the ball?
Oh.
He has to get back possession of the ball.
Oh, that's a very good point, Kwame. I did not know that, but that makes perfect sense. So now that you're saying out for me.
In the case of the keeper, really could be nutmeg.
Okay.
Ball in and well defended by Addison of all people. Ball in.
What a save!
Good save. So it's a Yankee-style penalty for the collection of 3 from 3 corners.
And
Biggest chance of the game, Chris.
yeah,
Omani Licot again. Licot finishes at the near post. And that is the end of the game because last goal wins. And his second penalty, just as clinical as the first. Omani Licot showing up big for the Oasis Bullies to come from behind and win it and take his team into the finals versus Edmunda.
yeah, and from 2 goals down, bringing it back to win 4-3. That's wonderful composure from them as well. And I'm sure we have an exciting final on our hands.
Alright guys, we're gonna take a little break right now because the other team needs to go to the final. So we're gonna do a little crossbar challenge here. So the first 10 people that can join me here at the halfway, we're gonna do a crossbar challenge. If you hit the crossbar, you'll win a free Oasis shirt. One chance, hit the crossbar. Alright, let's get a lane here behind me. 10 people can go to the crossbar challenge. So the winner will get a free drink and a free Oasis shirt. You first? Yes, go ahead. Hit the crossbar. One chance to win a free Oasis shirt. And a drink. Ooh. And then for Olivia, somebody. Will anyone do it? We go, crowd. Come on, like word. Here we go, bro. We gonna shout for word. He just did that on YouTube. Where's Chris Day? We need him up here. He can't take the breath when you're in the public.
Oasis.
This is the second round now, so the first man to hit it is over. This is last go away, but last bar away.
side without me. When they come without me.
Yeah, guys, come and join me over here on the both teams. First half.
Draw.
Come on, let's go. Come, fellas, come join us here quickly.
Tell them, talk to me 10:30 cents. I'm like, ah, big man. Don't do the man like that. 30 cents is good. We can be done by 10:30. Not just at 10:30. Just because. Just because. You ready for?
Sweet. Let's do that walk out.
Alright guys, welcome to the final. This is the final of the preliminary league, the preliminary tournament for the Panenka Football League. Remember to like and subscribe, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Thanks guys, let's get moving.
Welcome to the Panenka Football League prelim tournament grand finals. We have the two teams that have survived this far and well deserved to be here. Edmunda FC and the Oasis Bullies. I'm joined here with match commentator Kwame Pavis. Hello to you, Kwame.
Thank you, Chris. Good evening to our viewers. For those who have stayed with us, those who are joining us for the first time, we have a game on our hands in Munda playing in the white. The Oasis Bullies playing in blue. The referee in the center is Jeremy Newsom. For those not joining us in terms of the rules and the format, playing 6 players aside with rolling subs, 5 out players and the goalkeeper. Substitutions must enter and leave the pitch from the subs bench side on the field. There's no offside, 2 15-minute halves, and for the last 3 minutes of every half, there is a rule switch up. And from the categories identified for the rule switch up, there is salads, scrimmage, loafing, last goal wins, scud, and pure bacchanal. From the kickoff, is a kickoff with a difference. The ball is thrown into the air, as you would have just seen, and contested by 2 players, one from each side. Is the Oasis Bullies kicking from right to left. An early shot coming in. And a kick in to Edmunda.
It'll be interesting to see how this game starts. Both of the semifinals that these teams played in. Oh, just so over the bar there from Sachin Cox. Both of these semifinals, I would say, started slow and finished with a
with a bit more than just a bang, was a big bang, was multiple explosions, I would say, for both semis. And it's led to both of these teams finding themselves in our finals.
You have to definitely keep your eyes glued to the screen because goals can come at any moment. There you've seen the, by my count, the third shot of the game already. We're just into just about 90 seconds or so. Other team already taking shots.
Yeah. If you're in the live stream chat, make yourselves known. Let your thoughts known, and we will comment on it. And that's an early shot from Edmunda there, but that's well saved from point blank range. Again, the goalkeeping this tournament has been excellent, and it has to be in this small sided affair.
Yeah. In this format too, you can't really hide. Get exposed pretty quickly. You have to be fast on the ball, very technical. So Manelli caught with an example of that. Taking the ball down the line. There's a goal kick awarded by the referee, Jermaine Newsom. There's the IG pages. Find the Oasis. And subscribe to that. And also the Panenka Football League. For those joining us on the YouTube page, you can share the link as well. Your respective statuses. The shot coming in, shot blocked. Early indication of both teams looking for goals.
Yeah. I would lean more on the favorites being Edmunda. That's a lovely turn from Sachin Cox. Opts to not let it fly. That's a wonderful save with the right foot from the goalkeeper, but it's back to Cox, and it's saved again by the keeper, but it's still not clear. And the keeper collects. And again, that's why the goalkeepers have to be excellent for moments like that.
3 saves in 3 minutes from the Oasis Bullies keeper. 3 big saves as well. A delightful ball. The ball goes out for a goal kick. He's looking for Daquan Adamson, who made the run. Ball struck off the outside of the right boot.
Yeah, just a little bit too much sauce on the pass there.
What a touch by Cox. Get away from his defender, the shot. And he decided to square it back. There was appeals there for a foul. No, says the referee. He gets the shot off this time, and low. A low finish. The keeper diving to his left, unable to repel the effort. And in the 4th minute, we have the opener. Edmunda 1. Oasis Bullies 0.
Yeah, and it ended up being a wonderful finish in the end. Here in the replay, we thought the play was done, but ended up doing it all himself, finding that bottom right corner to give Edmunda the lead and the first goal in our final.
He had a lot of space to shoot, to be fair. Edmunda looking for a second. Good defending. Goal kick awarded.
Yeah, was asking for the corner there. Kaka. Mario Small. Obviously, of course, if you win 3 corners, your team will be awarded with a Yankee penalty, which can go a long way here. Thought the play got halted for a handball, but Sachin Cox, the shot just being taken wide, and that will be the first corner of our final.
Playing up from the back. Lovely two-touch pass and move football. Good cover provided by Small. Leacock. Professional player. Playing in Jamaica with Waterhouse. Defender there allowed the attacker to turn and the shot comes in. Yeah, they're trying to prevent it from going out. I think the keeper was thinking it might be going out for a corner.
Yeah.
But it really went out at the side for a kick in. Trying to load the shot up, getting away from the defender. The shot coming in just across the face of goal. I think the keeper had the angle covered. But Edmunda really applying the pressure early. In the 7th minute, the score, Edmunda 1. The Oasis Bullies 0.
Yep, it's been, I'd say, plenty of time in this contest so far, but we've seen no shots from the Oasis Bullies that I can recall so far. It's been all Edmunda thus far, but as we saw with the semis, that could change in an instant, and this keeper's being forced into multiple saves. Without him, they could have been about 5 love down by now.
Looking like a case study. Diagonal ball. What they've done well to Edmunda is to restart the game quickly when it has gone out of play. Shot coming in from Naji Holder. Hits. Leacock. Keep off his line. He's dribbled too. And the vacant goal is found. You can hear the crowd in the background because of the delightful skill to go past the goalkeeper who came, spread himself wide. And now the score, Edmunda 2, the Oasis Bullies 0. The game has already restarted. Nico on the end of it. Fast start to this game, Chris. A chance here again for Edmunda. A goal kick awarded by Jermaine Newsom.
Yep. And the keeper on that goal was forced to come out, which led to the eventual goal. But yes, shout out the live stream chat. It's good to see you guys for these finals. 100 viewers. Thank you so much to all of you, wherever you're watching in the world. That's a wonderful touch from Sachin Cox, trying to showboat a bit with the step over. Still comes out with that exchange with the ball, and the shot gets blocked. But again, Sachin Cox with a strong challenge, but he's won the free kick.
Adamson not amused. Who's adjudged to be the culprit. The yellow card shown to the goalkeeper. No doubt for a descent. Off the wall. And that is the 3rd corner, which will result in a penalty to Edmunda in the 10th minute.
Yeah. Shout out Sensei King. Shout out Najre Butcher in the chats. There's some big names all around here.
You're shouting out people at it. It's the penalty attempt.
Well, yeah, I'm shouting out because the way that this game's gone for Edmunda, it's almost been a certainty that they would score, and that's a red card shown to a member of the Oasis Bullies there, maybe taking their name a little bit too literally, and I think that's the first red card of the entire tournament, Kwame.
So many things happened there, Chris. The penalty was calmly slotted away. They restarted the game, and then there was a rash challenge from O'Malley caught, which resulted in a yellow, and then a red, just like that.
Just like that. Blink and you will miss it here down at the
down at the Panenka Football League. Free kick comes in, and they've won another corner, Edmunda. And although the semifinals were both tightly contested, it seems like Edmunda are looking to run away with this one.
Another shot there coming in from Holder. The keeper dived, hit the defender. Luckily for him, there was no ricochet that went towards the goal. We haven't missed anything though.
Yeah,
Importantly, the score is 3-0.
Surprisingly, you know. Maybe I'll pick my moments to shout out the chat a little bit better.
No prisoners there on that clearance.
but yeah, it's a Sensei King, and
You said Nadre Butcher?
Nadre Butcher.
That's an
Of all people joined us here.
Yeah, I want to know what was the result of his semi-final today in the cup action.
Yeah. There's plenty of cup action everywhere today, it seems.
Here's Adamson. Oasis Bullies. So they're playing.
We've just been informed that despite being reduced to 5 men, they will be, well, the Oasis Bullies will be allowed to bring on a new man to replace the man that's now been banned for the rest of this match.
Yeah, Lopi has come on to replace Leacock. He's heavily pressed by Small, who wants a goal of his own, and he does so. After winning possession, he continued his run and just slaughtered it past the goalkeeper with the deft of touches. And this final is looking almost finished in the first 15 minutes of action. With the score Edmunda 4, the Oasis Bullies, who are being bullied, 0.
That shot is, I think, the first shot that Oasis Bullies have really had this game now, but it's still not testing the keeper, Joshua James, in the Edmunda net.
James just watched it go by. Like, I've seen this happen so many times.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Yeah, but it's really important from an Oasis Bullies perspective to keep their heads up and their composure solid here. And as I say that, they've slipped on the ball, but that was the first real spell of possession that they've had this game.
Holder. No offsides. Oh, a lovely piece of skill. It's just outside the box. It's a free kick. Taken quickly, intercepted. Adamson dispossessed. And Mario Small made a 50-50 look adventurous.
Yeah.
He wasn't pulling out there for sure.
But yeah.
A little far the ball traveled. Small turns with no pressure. Looking for a brace, and the shot in the end was a fickle one. Shot blocked. Lopi attempted chip there. He's trying to use the pace of the ball to lift it over the defender and the keeper. Would have been the goal of the evening for sure had he got the connection in the way that he wanted.
Yeah. It's hard to, well, I would say that it's hard to see a way back into this game for the Oasis Bullies, but we've seen more extreme things tonight as the referee signals for halftime in this final of the Panenka Football League prelims. The score being Edmunda FC 4, Oasis Bullies 0.
We're back for the second half of the finals in the Panenka Football League prelim tournament here at the Oasis in Kendall Hill, Christchurch. Score Edmunda 4, the Oasis Bullies 0. Chris, still have to get accustomed to this untraditional restart when the kickoff. With the referee throwing the ball into the air and the two players from the opposing side contesting the area ball.
Well, if the Oasis Bullies aren't able to convert in his opening 5 minutes, I think it's a bit unlikely that they would come back. But there was one match back in the first night of competition where I watched one team score 7. Not sure if that's going to be possible tonight, but it's absolutely what the Oasis Bullies would need.
Goal kick, and they also find it difficult to do without their talisman, Oman Elikot, who's been red carded and will play no further part in this match.
I've just been taken aback by an announcement. I don't know, but as soon as I was about to make that point, Edmunda has caught everybody napping, and it's starting to look like we're past the beginning of the end. We're maybe approaching the final act.
Edmunda 5 to the good. Usually white is a symbol for surrender. In this case, they're the one in power.
Ooh.
And also showing no mercy. And we're looking for more goals. Lovely first touch by 90 yard. The ball in is blocked. Oasis Bullies in possession. Ball one in the midfield by Edmunda. It's Jaden Seeley. The yard. And the game looks so easy for Edmunda. Acres of space. And a fantastic finish by Seeley to make it 6. He had more real estate than Julie Dash.
It's like time froze there. Kwame, just watch this replay here. The no-look pass from Naji takes his time, looks up, smashes it as nonchalantly as you would like in the top right corner. 6-0.
There's a chance here for Oasis Bullies to get.
Ooh.
I was ducking.
Yeah, but that was excellent control from our camera. Not even the cameraman, but the camera controlled the ball there.
Well, importantly, Oasis Bullies with the best chance of the game. Unable to convert. 6-0. The equipment is in good order. It looks like if they have more than 6 on the field at the moment. Everyone was slipping there.
Well, when you're hot, you are hot, and that certainly looks like the case right now. They might as well have 10 men on the way that they're playing.
Ball kept in play. Into the 20th minute of action. 250-minute halves. Trying to showcase some skill there. Oh, lovely touch by Holder. He went for the nutmeg here. It's Lopi. Possession. Oasis Bullies.
Well, they went to double dip on the salads there, but that's just how this game's gone. It's off the post again from Edmunda. I think both teams realized that the picture may have already been decided here, and you can tell by the body language of both of these teams.
The ball is starting to follow the camera crew. Left footed drive coming in from Adamson. Way wide of the target.
At this point, I think that the camera crew may have had more touches this half than the Oasis Bullies.
Oasis Bullies have a chance to get one of their own. Terrific save by Joshua James. You know, when I first saw his red and white shirt, I thought it was an Arsenal jersey. I've recently seen a lot more Arsenal fans parading.
I guess they've all called out from hiding under their shells, their rocks, into the streets. Congrats to them. That's not from me. That's from everyone else. But
yeah, I forget you're a Manchester City fan. I'm a Chelsea fan.
Well, I'm also a fan of football and not of VAR. But that's just me.
It was my
I need to stand up. I need to stand up, Kwame. That was amazing from Satchel Cox, and got taken down in the process there. Show me that replay there. Let me see. Oh my God.
It's a good thing that he was wearing a bib.
Thank goodness for
He would have taken his shirt off his back.
that. They might want it signed for how after the game. The way that this has gone.
Oasis Bullies in possession.
Yeah, also, we've not mentioned it, but Oasis Bullies did make a substitution to their goalkeeper as well. But I don't think that the goalkeeping was the issue, but I feel like they've done that to get all their more attacking players on the field.
I think is that the same guy that scored the goal in the crossbar challenge during the break? Looks like him.
You might be right there. So he's not leaving it with nothing.
Small for Edmunda. To the 24th minute. And neither player in white went for the ball.
One of the
Case of miscommunication.
Yeah, it's like the first misplaced pass that I've seen Edmunda make this half. Shows how dominant they've been. You could hear the contact from here, and that's a straight red for Edmunda. There's still 6 minutes left. It might be too little too late, but is that a lifeline for the Oasis Bullies?
A straight red, and we're back to even numbers with both teams now playing with 5. Ironically, 5 is an odd number. So 5 versus 5. 4 out players plus the goalkeeper.
And once again, just want to shout out all of you watching at home. Thank you for tuning in. It's the first of many tournaments like this. I feel. I think it's been a fantastic success so far.
Adamson blocked, saved. They haven't been able to beat Joshua James. He's down again. Did he block that while he was already on the ground?
Yes, he did, Kwame. Yes, he did. He had fallen to ground, wasn't even facing the ball, but it came off of his backside there, it seemed.
He was trying to hack Nandy there. She read it. Ball in at the back post. And goes out. Touch line.
I can't confirm this, but I've not seen a clean sheet in this tournament so far. But for Edmunda, Joshua James, he's on track to maybe be the first.
It will be the first for the evening for certain.
Yeah.
Whistled wide. So the next real challenge is, can Joshua James keep a clean sheet in the final of the Panenka Football League prelim tournament? It's Jaden Seeley, who's hit a rocket from that angle before. Pulls up possession, then is dispossessed. Another shot blocked. And the challenges are coming in.
But yeah, vote now on your phones. Let us know in the chat. Will Joshua James keep a clean sheet in the final?
Remember to follow us. Find the Oasis IG page and also the Panenka Football League IG page. It's Edmunda looking for a 7th, and there's a whistle for a foul. Attacker looks quite lost at the adjudication. The referee Jeremy Newsom.
And with that, we have our final rule change of our prelim tournament. And we're once again returning to pure Bacchanal.
So, Pure Bacchanal is a series of the 5 existing rule switch-ups, which includes salads, scrimmage, loafing. Well, you exclude last goal wins and include scud. So it's 4 of the 5. Salads plus loafing, scud, all at once. And or 3 of the 5 because there's no can in this scenario. With the scrimmage is a 3 versus 3, that is excluded. So pure bacchanal is a collection of salads, loafing, and scuds all at once. And in terms of the scuds, if you score a goal from in your own half, that counts as 2. So a penalty to Oasis Bullies. After collecting 3 corners, they have a chance to ruin the clean sheet of Joshua James. I'll let Chris Cobley call this one.
Yep, Juice and Sunset said that we might have jinxed it, and indeed we have. The moment that we drew attention to it, it seems like the stars aligned, and the clean sheet is no more, as it's again nonchalantly just passed into the bottom left corner.
He took it as if he had a stopwatch. I mean, you have 10 seconds to take the shot. He did that so cool and calm. Another save there by Joshua James. In the corner, recording.
Well, I'm not a betting man. I'm not, but the odds on the Oasis Bullies coming back is a little tight. But the finish coming in, oh, that's too casual from the keeper. But they've lost it immediately. I blinked and I missed it, Kwame. But it's 7-1. Brazil's come to Panenka tonight.
That's because the keeper, who wanted to look so cool by nonchalantly saving the effort for 90 yards, forgot that there were other players in close proximity, and Romario Small was quick to pounce on it. And the score now, Edmunda 7, the Oasis Bullies 1.
And I'm also not sure how wise it is to be disrespecting your opponent when you're down by 6. But maybe trying to recover some pride there. And he immediately lost it again. Romario Small launches it, maybe had more time than he thought. But Edmunda, they're still pushing for more.
In the dying embers, there you have it. The final whistle of this, the finals of the inaugural Panenka Football League prelim tournament. Edmunda victorious, 7-1 versus the Oasis Bullies. The final score here from the Oasis, Kendall Hill Christchurch. Chris Colby, your final thoughts on this matchup?
Well, both of these semifinals were so closely contested that I was hoping that the finals would have been a similar story. But Edmunda, I think, reminded all of us who the favorites were. I think maybe even going into
to this tournament to begin with, and with an all-star showing, dismantled the Oasis Bullies here. And if this is them in the prelim tournament, I think that they're certainly going to be scary when we return with the real thing.
Yes, indeed. And it's good to see that in this edition as well, how fast the players adapted to the rules.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So by the time you get to the real shebang, you should have more interest as well from other star-studded players. And
Yep.
we can get people to continue to subscribe to the Find the Oasis page and the Panenka Football League. Definitely the word was spread. There's room for all forms of football in Barbados. You may get a Panenka Beach Football League at some point too.
Ooh, there's an idea. But yeah, shout out to all of our teams who signed up, had competed here. Shout out to the chat as well, to the viewers at home, as we are. Oh, wait a minute! There's people winning staycations here, and I think the well-deserved MVP, Sachin Cox, walks home with his well-deserved prize as the winners pose here. Sensei King, you said the Oasis Bullies did get bullied in the end. Yeah, they might need to change their name going forward, unless they want to be stubborn. But again, thank you to all of you at home. Do you have any final thoughts, Kwame?
I was thinking that if a goalkeeper saved 2 Yankee-style penalties in the game, maybe he should be able to take a Yankee-style penalty as a result of saving 2 penalties.
Oh, they should be allowed for sure.
Just he and the other goalkeeper. All the rest of the players
Is
on the touchline. It's a lot, but it just came to me in spirit, and I just decided to share it. But
yeah.
Good action from the Oasis facility, and good competitive, clean games, keenly contested, and good to see the level of sportsmanship that we recognize. Good entertainment, plenty of goals, and I think that's how I could wrap it up here at the Oasis facility. So thank you for joining us on the YouTube stream. Until we meet again, it's good night from Kwame Paris and the technical team live from Christchurch, Barbados.